Hey, Mike from DJ Mikie Mike here. So you want to be a DJ, but we're going to fast forward. You already purchased your software, your computer, you purchased your music legally. Not only that, you purchased speakers, a controller, a mixer, purchased some lights. You did some practicing for family members, practicing on your own yard, garage, wherever, your house. And you feel as though now you're ready to get out there and get into the real world. Also depends what type of DJ you want to be. So there are different forms of DJs, but I'm just going to cover everything as one. First and foremost, what you have to do is definitely make sure you have liability insurance. There are different companies out there. They have different prices, different rates. They have different types of liability insurance, the amounts of liability insurance. So pick one that's going to suit your needs, because you never know when something could happen. Lighting can malfunction, a speaker could fall over. This way you are covered if somebody does get injured. Or something catches on fire. You have the insurance, you're covered there. Next topic I'm going to cover, because I hear this from a lot of DJs locally and watch a lot of DJs on YouTube. They're getting more or less taken over. They're getting booked for a gig, and then at last minute the gig gets canceled. Well, you got your liability insurance, you did your practicing, you're ready to step into the real world as a professional DJ. Well, the thing is, maybe I'm going to make an appointment with an attorney, drop a legal contract that's going to bind you or your company with your client. Our contract here is we email it to the potential client, customer, whatever you want to call them. And after they receive that email, we always CC back to our company. This way, we go from that date and 14 days forward. If we do not receive the deposit from that client, that date now is open again. And it's not our job to chase the clients down. They contacted us. They wanted us to perform duties for their event, our DJ services. They're hiring them, they're all excited on the phone, and you give them the price. Yeah, email me the contract. You email it to them, and then you're sitting, you're waiting. You got a couple more phone calls for that date, and you don't want to blow off potential clients, but you have to tell them, listen, I may be under contract with somebody else. So now the 14 days are up. You call that other client back, you say, listen, the date is open. Boom. You send the contract out. They may send it back to you that following day. They may ask to meet with you so they can have the contract in hand. They sign and date it. You sign and date it. They give you the deposit. And then maybe 3-4 days later in the mail, you get this contract from that first client. Well, it's right on your contract that they have 14 days to get that back to you. If an emergency comes up or whatever, it's their job to contact you, not you to go out and chase them down. You're the DJ. They're looking for you. You're not out there searching for them. So keep that in mind when you're ready to get out there in the real DJ world. Make sure you have a contract. Also, including in your contract is, if it's an outdoor event, make sure they have sheltering for you. You never know when the weather's going to change. It might be a beautiful sunny day. The weather may be predicted to be beautiful and sunny out. It may be overcast, but no rain at all. And then all of a sudden, boom, it downpours. There you are with all your equipment. You want to make sure that your equipment's covered out of the elements. I have a special item that I put over my computer. It cools it. It's like a little shading area for it. I can see the screen good then. But again, you want some type of covering. Maybe you're going to be in a garage. Maybe you're going to be on a pavilion. Maybe they're just going to have you out in their backyard. But if that's the case, you definitely want a tent that is waterproof, and basically you want to be in the shade, because computers can overheat, speakers can overheat, mixers can overheat, your external hard drives could get hot, burn up by you, so you want them to be protected. Also include in your contract that in any event that your equipment is damaged, not by your fault, by the client, by the client's guest, whatever, they are then liable for that damaged equipment. It happened to me a few years back. We had a gig, and a few of the people got drunk at this gig, and there's no big thing. They were having fun. There's a graduation party, college graduation party, and everybody's enjoying themselves. Instead of doing mic drops, they decided to toss them up in the air like a baton. Hey, great. Yeah, they're having a grand old time. Well, one microphone fell. Boom, smashed into pieces. About 10 minutes later, another microphone fell, smashed into pieces. And plugged in another system. Again, both microphones. People are intoxicated. They're going to do strange things. You can't control them. You can't keep running out there and say, hey, listen, don't toss that microphone around. Don't do that with the microphone. Because then you're getting a little too pushy. But it's in your contract that you are not liable for their mistakes. You're not going to be replacing your equipment because of their mistakes, that they damage your equipment on you. I don't care if you have the cheapest pair of microphones or you have the most expensive pair of microphones. They all do break. I had my Shure 58 wired one for myself, just in case something would happen to my wireless microphones, which they did at that event. But the father at that event came up, paid me $1, $2, $3 for those microphones. No questions asked. He seen that they were damaged. He seen the gentleman and the ladies dropped them. He didn't even question it. Just paid me right up front, right for them. Asked me what they were. Went right to my phone, brought them up. Here they are at, I'll just say Guitar Center, and here they are at Z Sounds. They were right there. The price was right there. They were very compatible in the prices. So the father paid us up $1, $2, $3 right in front. So you want to make sure you have your liability insurance. You have a contract that's binding you and your client. Now, binding you, the client hires you. You have to put in there that, in an event that something happens that you can't make it, you have a backup DJ you could turn to. And maybe not one, but two, maybe even three. That just in fact that an emergency arises, you can't make the event. An illness happens, you can't make the event. You can turn to the backup DJ or DJs, and then you call the client and say, listen, got in a car accident, whatever, came ill, can't make it to the event. We have this DJ. We sent them out on many gigs already, so we know you're going to have a great time with them. So right then and there, it protects the client and it protects you. They're the two main things that you need when you're going out to become a professional DJ. We did a wedding this past summer. The venue wanted to see our insurance. If we didn't have the insurance, we were not allowed to perform on their property. So there we are. We sent them our insurance, did an email to them. They got it. They were satisfied with the coverage that we had, which I think is a $2 million policy. And if we didn't have that coverage, the client would have been without a DJ that day. Or there's some insurance companies that will allow you pay per gig. But then in the long run, as you keep doing that, it adds up to more money. So I would suggest locking into an insurance company. Pay monthly, pay for the whole year, whatever you want to do. I like to do the monthly because you don't know what's going to happen. You know, something could happen to you, whatever, and you have to shut your business down. So this way, something happens, a DJ up music, and goes under. Now you have that contract that's for a whole year with that insurance company. You paid for the whole year, but you no longer have a business. So that money is just a loss. So you do the monthly one. Something happens, you got to close down your business. As we've seen with COVID-19, you can just call up the insurance company and say, listen, I want to suspend my insurance for X amount of months or whatever they do, and I want to pick it up on this date. They pick it right back up on that date. And there's no change in price. These insurance companies are really good. So make sure you have your insurance. Make sure you have your contract. And again, in our contract, when we send it out by email, we CC it. It comes back to ourselves. This way we know the exact date it was sent out to them. You may get 5 emails in one day, you may get 10 emails, you may get 100 emails. So this way you have it prioritized that, hey, I sent this contract out to this person. Now it's the 15th day already. I didn't get nothing back. I'm not calling them up on the phone. No, that's their job to contact me. They contacted me to book our services. Now they failed to send the contract back. Well, now the date is open. You have another potential client, call them up. They got the date. No matter if that other client sends you the contract or not, you just call them up and say, listen, I'm sorry. On my contract, it says specifically you have 14 days to return that contract to our company with the deposit. And also, one other thing, the deposits are non-refundable. There are some DJs that the way they run their deposits and their payment methods are, they want 50% down at the signing of the contract, another 25% 6 months before the event. I'm specifically speaking about weddings right now. And then a month prior to the wedding, they want another 25%. And then the day of the wedding, they want the other remainder of the balance. And there's other DJs, they want 50% at the signing of the contract. 6 months prior to the event, they want another 25%, and then a month before the event, they want the other 25%. So actually the wedding's paid in full a month prior to the wedding. We here at DJ Mikie Mike, we want a percentage down, which is not nowhere near 50%. And then the remainder of the balance is due the day of the wedding. For 18 years we haven't had no problem. We're not gonna fix what's not broken. We're gonna keep it going that way. It's up to you the way you want to set it up. You might want to talk to a financial advisor. You might talk to some other DJs in your local area. Wedding DJs, if you're going to be a wedding DJ. Most bars, they really don't want to sign a contract. They just want you in and out, a cash deal. It's only like $150 or $125. You may get lucky and get $200 for a bar gig. Then you get some club DJs, they want you to come in and they want you there on a weekly basis, so they will sign a contract with you that you are going to be there for them on these dates. So that's another thing to think of. You're locking yourself into that club for X amount of days, for X amount of weeks. And it might be in prime time, graduation season, wedding season, where you can make a lot more money than DJing at that bar or that club. So that's just a few things to think about before you step out into the real world of DJing. I said this is something to think about. You want to be a DJ, you did all your practicing, now you're ready to step out. Before you do, think of what I just told you. And in the words of a wise man, Brian S. Red, I'm going to leave you with a few of his words. Practice and enjoy. And a big shout out to all the ladies and gentlemen at DJNTV. Jump on YouTube, check out their channel. Got a lot of great DJs out there. Again, if you have questions to ask, that's where to go. Check out their videos, post a question there. Bunch of great guys and ladies. They're all great. So, it's DJ Mikie Mike for another Wisdom Wednesday. Have a great day. Have a great weekend. Please stay healthy and stay safe. And again, like Brian S. Red would say, practice and enjoy. Also, please like and subscribe to our channel. And also share this video. We appreciate it. Thank you so much. Have a great day.